Alright, Beard's mess, fuck it. Let's do this. Game of Thrones recap, suckers. Now, there's a few things I just want to talk about. Might be a quick one. Who knows? First thing I just want to get out of the way. Tormund fucking cried, folks. Goddamn national treasure of Westeros, of the wildlings. His heart is broken. His corazon. Just saying. But this is a very interesting episode. Like, I know I say that a lot. Things are interesting for different ways, folks. This one is a very, like, definitely plays more into the Game of Thrones political aspect. Especially with, like, Jon's true, like, lineage and everything coming into play. Dany being so focused from the beginning on, like, how she kind of deserves the throne and she's the queen. And now there's something very, like, kind of big in her way. Makes for a very, very interesting story for the rest of this season. We also see that Arya is, like, I don't know. In a way you could say, like, well, I kind of saw this going for her story. But the whole, like, you know, I'm not a lady, I've never been that, like, that's not you kind of thing. That's a callback, like, from, like, way earlier in the series. She's never been, like, Sansa or Daenerys or, like, you know, any of the ladies of the land. She's a badass assassin that could fucking be standing next to you and you think it's your best friend and then, oh, whoop, it's Arya and your fucking throat slit. Just saying. But for her and the Hound, like, going off again, that's awesome because, like, just to see them teamed up, how can you not love it? Especially now that she's this little badass. But they're going to I'm guessing they're going to King's Landing. The Hound wants the mountain. That's evident. We know that he's going to fucking fight, probably kill his brother. Or they'll both die, who knows. Clegane Bowl, I need it. I'm here for it. But Arya, Cersei is on her list. And this brings up a bit of a conflict with another character. We're going to talk about Jaime now. One thing that people might misinterpret when he's talking to Brienne and everything, and he's saying, like, you know, I've, like, slaughtered people at River Run for Cersei. I strangled my cousin. I pushed a kid out of a tower, like, for Cersei. Like, she's a hateful person, and so am I. I don't think that means in the sense, like, I'm a hateful person like she is, and I did these things out of love, and I still love her, and I'm gonna go fight for her. I think that's more of, I hate that I had to do all this shit, that I did all this shit for her, and I'm hateful towards her, and probably towards himself in a way, like, because of all of this shit that he's done for her. And I think, like, I said this a long ass time ago, talking about theories and stuff, that Jaime is gonna be the one to kill Cersei. And I think that makes a lot of sense because from the beginning of the show, like, Jaime and Cersei's stories have always kind of intertwined around each other. They'll go farther apart, but they always end up finding their way back to each other, like two stars just fucking spiraling. But I think this is where it gets, like, the conflict. Arya and Jaime are going to want to kill the same person. So we're going to have to see how the fuck that goes. Oh, and also, Jon's secret. So many people fucking know, but he didn't break the promise. My lady pointed that out when we were watching this. Technically, he didn't break the promise. He told Bran, tell them. Loophole. So, it's one of these things, like, all silliness aside, you know what I mean? Yes, Jon didn't, like, break his promise or whatever. Daenerys isn't gonna give a fuck about that. The information's out. And one of the most manipulative and creative, like, players of the Game of Thrones, Varys, has this information. Partly because Sansa can't keep her mouth shut, and she told Tyrion, and then Tyrion told two friends, and then they told two friends, and it's a whole fucking banana peel of a pyramid, folks. We know what's up. I'm not quite sure what that would look like, but I imagine it's messy. Slippery. But with, like, Tyrion and Varys having this information and both being on opposite sides of kind of like the mindset with it, I don't know. Part of me honestly likes seeing Varys back in this, like, position where the gears are turning and he has, like, a plot kind of that he wants to, like, get going. But also part of it's like, well, fuck, like, will Tyrion sacrifice himself to keep Daenerys safe? Are other people just gonna die in the process of like Daenerys trying to be killed? Or is it gonna be some creative shit where like they try to like make it look like she died during a battle or something? I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Okay, on to Missandei. Rushing King's Landing probably wasn't, you know, the best idea. With ships getting fucked up, another dragon down, and then Missandei captured. And by Cersei. One of the last people you want to get captured by. I'm pretty sure that one girl is still chained up, like watching her daughter decompose. Pretty fucked up, I know. But watch the show, it happened. With Missandei, like saying Dracarys, this is another thing, I don't know. Maybe this is me just thinking like some people might misinterpret this, or this is me just giving my thoughts. However you want to take it, may the flip-flop flip as it flips, you know what I mean? So with Missandei saying Dracarys, I don't think that was her trying to get Drogon to like burn everything. Because even if she did, that's kind of like the whole like suicide mission. She would have gotten burnt up anyway, like, you know what I mean? And I think she knows that, but she was, if that was her intent with it, then she was at least trying to like help in a very big way, because all of them would have gotten burnt. But this is the other option. If she was just saying it, not really hoping to like invoke the reaction, think of that as the code, like a code word. She was saying that so like Dany and everything at least heard, and it was like, hey, code word, burn the shit down. Burn them all! So I don't know. I could be wrong about like her like meaning it more as a code word. She could have been trying to get the like reaction from Drogon. Either way, folks. Next week, Battle of King's Landing. And I'm thinking about some other stuff. We see a scene right at the end of that preview for the next episode. And I don't want to say that there's going to be like other dragons or something else coming into the mix, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's been some other stuff hiding around and we didn't catch on to it. Just saying. Just saying. Predictions for next week. I don't know if it's a prediction, but I'm really fucking hoping for Clegane Bowl. Oh my god. Honestly, it's like, I don't know if anyone's gonna sit on the throne at the end. I don't know if it's even gonna fucking matter at the end of this. Right now, I just so badly want Clegane Bowl. There's two things from season 8. Battle of Winterfell, Clegane Bowl. I want it so bad. And before we end it, quick thing. I saw like a couple things where it's like, you know, in general, out of this whole show, a lot of fans have been saying like, you know, if King's Landing gets burned or ruined, then like, how is Dany ever gonna sit on the throne or anything like that? I don't think it's ever been said that the throne is like a permanent fixture in King's Landing. So for all we know, it doesn't matter if King's Landing burns or not, because they'll be able to get the throne like out of all that rubble and bring it to Dragonstone or bring it to somewhere else, or like, you know what I mean? I could see like it being brought to Dragonstone if Daenerys is the one to get the throne, because of like the whole Targaryen heritage and everything over there. But I'm just saying, I think it would be super interesting if, you know, King's Landing does get torched and everything, and then you just see like people dragging the throne out of all the rubble. I don't know, that'd be a cool scene. Either way, there's my recap. I appreciate you hooligans checking in, watching the recap and everything. I'm gonna try and get a podcast recorded for the patrons tonight, and that should be up on the Patreon. And yeah, just mucho love you hooligans. Mwah, mwah, mwah for you beautiful fetches. All the quiet kids, freaks, and weirdos. For the love of everybody, keep being weird. Links in description if you want to help support the channel any further. Bye.